If I was going to design the perfect mountain e-trike, this is what I would make. It's got all-wheel drive, semi-recumbent position, and it's just so comfortable to ride around. Climbs hills wonderfully. So in this video, I'm going to show you how it works.
I live down in a canyon, and most of the roads I like to travel are uphill from me. So I'm riding it up the windy roads behind my house to get some bird seed from the feed store downtown. Some parts of this road are pretty steep, but the MeetOne Tour isn't having any trouble climbing them. I really appreciate the reverse function on this trike. It makes it easy to maneuver without getting off. The combination of the relaxed position, cushy seat and backrest, and the full suspension makes for a real comfortable and enjoyable ride, even on graveled roads. I can see that the trike will take me anywhere I need to go around town. Now I'm going to test the all-wheel drive on some Jeep trails.
Thing, ooh, it drives real well on the ice, but I heard the ice kind of pop a little bit, but it's got great traction. But with the all-wheel drive, that front wheel just kind of pulls you straight. But to me, what's so impressive is being able to go right from ice right up that steep hill. I don't know how well the camera is showing how steep that hill is, but it's pretty steep.
When MeetOne offered this trike to me, I was a bit worried that winter weather might keep me from making this review. Turns out we're having a really mild winter, but MeetOne has assured me that the trike will handle snow quite well. So I've gone up the mountains to put it to the test.
Pretty impressive.
I would never take a two-wheeled bike on snowy roads like this, but I feel perfectly confident on this trike.
So I want to say just a few things about this bike before I go. The first thing I want to talk about is just how comfortable the seat is and how easy it is to get on. You just swing your leg over and sit down, and you're all balanced because it's a three-wheeler and you don't have to balance it like a two-wheeled bike. And you can just sit here and read the newspaper if you want to. But the next thing I wanted to talk about was how sensitive that sensor is on the pedals to deliver power to the motors. You only have to move your foot about 10 degrees to get the motors to engage. So you just push and it's engaged. So that makes it really handy for people with, say, knee trouble, joint trouble, or something like that. You don't have to put a lot of power into it to get going. Or you could use the throttle, and do it that way. But the features on this bike are just amazing to me. Its performance and engineering on it. What a sturdy frame, You saw where I took it up some pretty rough places, and I'm pretty sure it could do a lot more than that. I just haven't done it yet. The other thing that's really made the ride nice was the the suspension forks up here, and there's springs in the back, 2 springs, and it just smoothed the ride out really good. I really like the reverse function on here. I think that's really neat. You just hold down the button there and give it some throttle, and you're going backwards. The all-wheel drive, the motor, 750 watt motor in the front and in the back, just gives it all the power you would want. It has, I think it was 180 newton meters of torque. I don't know what a newton meter is, but I guess it's a lot. Anyway, I proved the kind of torque that it has, and it's pretty good. This is perfect for anybody that wants to get out and have a pleasant ride without having to worry about whether they can get up over that hill or, that kind of thing. The reason I like trikes so much is because I can go as slow as I want to go and creep along and just observe nature. I'm an artist, so I like to see things and I need to experience things. And this is a great way to get out, maybe take my camera with me and take pictures of wildlife or certain, beautiful scenes or something like that. And I'm not just making a whole bunch of racket, and I'm not tearing up the earth. I'm just going along at my leisure, enjoying it. And I really think that's what e-bikes in general, the advantage to an e-bike is it's quiet, it's peaceful, and but it's powerful too. So you can go and do just about anything you want to do. The other thing that I really like about the design of this bike is the way they've done the turn signals. The front, they've stuck them out a ways so that traffic can see which side you're turning on. Some of the manufacturers put them so close together that I don't think a car could see which way you're wanting to turn. And it's the same way in the back. They've got them on the fenders so that you just push the button, and you can obviously see that that's the left turn signal, and it works the same back here. And so I really like that. When you put your brakes on, you've got a lock right here. And when you put the brakes on like that, so it won't go anywhere, these go into flashers. So that's good too for like when you're downtown or something like that, and you want the traffic to know that you've come to a stop. When I'm downtown, I drive really cautiously because I'm not worried about what I'm doing. I'm worried more about what other people are doing. So, and I want them to see my lights and all of that. Oh, it has really good lights too. You just hold the button down here and they come on. And I like the fact that it's a big light. And when it's on, you've got just regular tail lights back here. So riding at night, I haven't done that yet, but I'm going to give it a test. And then you just hold it down to turn them off. It has a good display so you can see your speed and everything like that. It also has ways to get into the function so that you can change your speed limit to up to 25 miles an hour. It has dual batteries mounted right here, which they're supposed to give you a range of like from 55 miles up to 130 miles, something like that. I'm going off the top of my head, but you can look in the specifications if you look it up. The frame is just built very sturdy. All kinds of braces put into this all over the place, even, in here. And so I'm pretty convinced that it's not going to fall apart. And it's heavy. It is heavy. So you're not going to be maneuvering this around, like some trikes by hand. But it also has the 7-speed Shimano gears, which I usually just leave it in 7th here where it's at, unless I'm going to climb a pretty steep hill, and then I'll move it down, at a 3 or something like that, or 2. Looking at the tire tread, I wasn't really sure if these were going to be the best for traction, but they really are. I mean, I rode on ice, snow, all kinds of places, and this front tire will spin out a little bit on you because it's lighter in the front end, but it still gives you enough traction to pull you right up all kinds of stuff. Really like it. I don't think they need to be changed, although a guy could put knobbies on there if he wanted, but I don't see any reason to. The load capacity on this is 550 pounds. Man, that's more than 2 of me. So you could put a lot of stuff on this. If I went out and wanted to get a bunch of carving material or something like that, I could load it up pretty. I'll never have 550 pounds of weight on this machine. Anyway, I'm thoroughly impressed with this trike. It did better than I thought it would, especially in the snow. I was really happy with how it did in the snow. If you're interested in this bike, just check out the links in the description of the video here, and it'll take you, and you can look on their site and see exactly what the specifications are, what it's made of. I've already shown you what it can do. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. I'll see you on the next one.